Hello everybody, my name is Grayson and I am coming to you with another video today. It is February 1st and I wanted to make this video to discuss January. First of all, this had to have been the coldest January/December of the last 23 years of Florida's history. At least as long as I've been alive, I cannot remember seeing snow anywhere. It didn't snow in Tampa, but I did see pictures in Lakeland, which is close by. Man, it was cold. But that aside, I wanted to talk about January because the last video that I recorded was regarding my resolution or goal for the new year. And while I plan to do these videos and I like doing this channel because it allows me to voice my thoughts as explained in the past, I'm not going to go over that again, but I also believe it's important to demonstrate not only to the audience but also to myself through this period of growth that I'm in at this age, that sometimes it is more important to actually act and not just talk. So I wanted to spend January really, locked in, working on my goals and trying to set the foundation for the rest of this year. I know a lot of the things that people say is, like whenever you're 22, 23, whenever you're at that age, you don't really know a whole lot. You have no business talking, whenever you don't have life experience. And as I explained before, I don't disagree with that. I'm just more so documenting my thought process and my journey from this age till, as I grow older. So January was amazing for growth in my communication skills. I took a lot of opportunities that I may not have in the previous years. One of them specifically was my friend's girlfriend had invited me to go out with the both of them and four of her friends who were recently single. And growing up, I was always extremely nervous of women. It was something that I was never very good at talking to. Even whenever I had a girlfriend, I was never very good at it. And so at 23 now, of course, you can't allow that type of stuff, to bother you. And not that it has in a few years, but I went out and had a fantastic time at a dinner with, four people I never met in a situation that it was a little bit intimidating at the premise of it at the beginning, but I did a very good job, I believe, of communicating with new people and confidence and manners and all that type of stuff that I said I was going to work on. So that was great. Work itself is a lot of communicating. As I said, I'm in sales, and it was great overall. I was very good with my exercising. I did have a little too much fun here and there. Yesterday was actually Gasparilla, which, if you don't know, inside of Tampa is the once a year pirate festival parade where open container is allowed. And so I definitely had a little too much fun yesterday with my friends, which is all good. And then the weekend before that was UFC. So that leads me to what I wanted to discuss. This video is titled January, but I wanted to discuss February because, whenever I did my video starting over at 23, I had said, that a lot of, I was drinking and smoking and things like that, which I still definitely partake in. But my one friend who brought this idea to me about, like, hey, February is the shortest month of the year. We drink a lot of beer and it could definitely be holding us back in certain areas. Let's cut all that stuff out for a month and see if we can do it and see how it goes. And I said I was completely willing to do that. Everyone needs a little bit of help being accountable. And of course, I also recorded the video about my one alcoholic friend who had to go to rehab and things. So to test myself this month, there will be no beers, there will be no bong rips, and to take it even a step further, for me personally, I'm a gambler, I'm a drinker, I'm a joker, and I'm kidding. But the thing that's the most difficult for me, has a big hold on my life, I feel like, as far as like craving and what I would consider to be an actual addiction, is definitely my diet. My diet is terrible. I don't really eat sweets. That's never been my thing, but I absolutely love like Taco Bell and chicken wings and chicken sandwiches and stuff like that. And so I took it a step further and said that this month I was going to be dieting, no cheat meals for the entire month, the next 27 days, because now's the first, and I did the first day. No snack, no like junk snacks, no eating out, no French fries, none of my favorite things, because while not drinking and not smoking for a month is certainly an accomplishment in itself, I know deep down inside that the bigger challenge is going to be eating clean for an entire month. Um, like I said, I mean, when I was growing up, I was eating like goldfish and Cheez-Its and stuff as much as I wanted all day long. And as I've gotten older, of course, that begins to take a bigger toll on you, mentally and physically. And I was definitely getting a bit of a belly after the beers. And so I'm spending this next month, um, really cleansing my body, a total detox of everything that I'm taking in. Because even though I do believe I was performing relatively well in the last month, cognitively and physically, with no dietary restrictions or anything like that, I just simply want to see how much farther can I take it up. Because I feel like if I do that, and then once the month's over and I reintroduce those things, I can really see, okay, is doing this worth it that much? I just went a month without it. Is it really worth doing this if it's taking these negative side effects on me? And I just really want to have a plot of data that's going to say, this is how I felt, this is how I behaved, this is how I acted whenever I had absolutely no stimulants within me. Well, I guess I'm going to partake in caffeine, of course, but when I didn't have any sort of alcohol or weed. And brain fog is a real thing when you're eating fast food with the poor ingredients and things. And so I'm really excited to see this next month. This will probably be the most focused and most driven that I've ever felt because of that. I mean, I've been drinking beer since I was 17 years old, which I'm not saying that like, I've been drinking since I came out of the womb, but all that to say, I haven't had an extended period of time where I haven't had alcohol in the last few years, so I'm going to be very excited for that. This year has been going by so far great. It's been going by super fast, but it's been going by super fast because I'm staying busy. I hope everybody else is doing the same. Let me know which of your New Year's goals you're still keeping up with after January, and what are you doing in February, to switch it up. Like I said, I'm going to be taking this I'm going to be taking advantage of this accountability partner that I have and one of my friends, see how it goes. I plan on making a lot more videos this month. Like I said, I really only avoided it for no particular reason other than I just wanted to go 1 month without sitting down in front of the camera and just focusing instead of talking. But I would really like to do at least once a week, maybe a little more than that. I don't want to make any promises, but I'm really excited to get back in front of the camera for any of those of you who are watching. Of course, I always appreciate your time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep crushing 2026. Take care.